Hey there, it's Elliot. Welcome back to a new video. And today I wanted to touch on the point that not a lot of traders have been talking about online. And it's the fact that trading has really changed my life, but not only on the money side. Trading has, in a way, rewired my brain and has helped me in so many different areas of my own life, and that's something I really wanted to share with you. So I'm in a very specific situation where finance is basically the only domain I know of and I've personally worked in. So it's no surprise that trading and finance has really shaped my whole life. So I'd first of all like to introduce the subject by saying that finance and trading in general is not some random number things on a computer, okay? The way I like to see it is the financial market, especially the stock market, etc., is literally a chart of human emotions. Now, why? Simply because price reacts to supply and demand. And who offers supply? It's humans. Who offers demand? It's humans. So literally we can see greed, we can see fear in these markets, and that's why financial markets are so close to actual emotions, actual psychology, and actual real life. Now, the principles you'll learn in finance and in trading actually translate very well into real life, especially business. Now, the other thing that makes trading such a real life skill and that translates in many different aspects is the fact that in trading, the biggest opponent, your opponent, is yourself. There's no one else to blame for your losses, there's no one else to blame for your performance apart from yourself. And that obviously translates very well into everyday's life. So one big financial concept that I apply to everything I do in life is risk to reward. So thinking of risk versus reward in everything you do will help you a lot in decision making, whether that is in your love life, whether that is in your business life, in so many different aspects. And I honestly can't share the number of times that I've avoided stupid decisions by thinking in terms of risk to reward. So many times we do a certain action without really thinking of it. But if we stop and think of it, we'll literally find out that there is a risk of doing so and there's literally no reward of doing so. Okay, so literally thinking in terms of risk to reward has helped me tremendously in so many different aspects of life. So I can really say that risk to reward has given me an edge in terms of efficient decision making. Now, another concept that really affected my personal life is the fact that being a trader, I am data driven. So when you are a trader or work in finance, every single decision you make needs to be backed up by data. You need reasons, A plus B, for entering a specific trade or for doing a certain action. As a trader, you know that the only way of surviving in this market is to only make decisions based on data and never ever make a decision based on emotions or simply because you think so. And this is something that actually translates very well into real life. So the fact of thinking in terms of data, acting because of fact and not because of emotions, because most of the time, and that's something you learn being a trader, is that your emotions will literally lead you to failure in most of cases. Now, another huge advantage of trading and something that actually sort of rewired my brain is focusing on the process and not the actual result. So when you trade the financial markets on a day-to-day basis, the only thing you can do is focus on the process, okay? Focus on the process and you'll know that your objectives, your goals at the end of this month will be met because you focused on that process. Now, however, if you only focus on your end goal, you'll probably make emotional decisions and just fuck up your whole month. Now, what I mean by focusing on the process is that as a trader, you always need to have a plan written down and execute that plan. And this is something I've translated into my personal life, and that has helped me so much in different areas. The fact of literally planning everything you do beforehand. So I personally plan all my days on my calendar for the next day and literally execute it the next day. The other thing that focusing on the process will help you with is in terms of habits. So as a trader, you will need to develop habits in order to have some consistency on the market. And habits is probably one of the greatest wonders of the world because it's associated to exponentiality, because it's associated to compound growth. So focusing on the process, planning, executing, and building these daily habits will help you so much in your personal life, which is something you actually learn as a trader. Now, the last thing I'm super grateful for being a trader is the fact that as a trader, you get to accept losses and accept setbacks. As a trader, you know that losses and setbacks are not a bad thing. They are required in order to grow if you've managed your risk. So being a trader and having had that work done in accepting losses, realizing that losses are normal and not getting emotional for them, will actually translate into your life where minor setbacks, minor losses will not affect you personally, and you will only grow and learn from these mistakes. Now, if you have any questions about what I just said or anything related to finance, to trading, etc., please feel free to go to my Instagram, send me a DM, and I'll do my best to try and respond. So I hope you enjoyed this video that I really wanted to share for a while. If that was the case, please leave a like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel. I post a video every Sunday. So yeah, it was Elliot. Peace.